Everybody says beef rendang is one of the hardest dishes in the world to make. And today, I'm gonna make it without ever having tasted it in my life. So we're gonna start off with everything here. The idea is we're just gonna toss everything into the mortar and pestle and pound it up. If an onion, scallion, and lime had a threesome, and an Asian baby came out of that, that would be the lemongrass. The lemongrass has a few fibrous outer layers we need to take off first, and we cut off that fibrous tip, but don't toss that tip away. Put that tip in Thai soups and teas, mix it with deliciously citrusy flavor. 30 to 40 Thai red chilies. These red chilies are the reason why rendang's got that signature spicy kick to it. It's the kind of heat that hits you later when you're on the toilet, and you think to yourself, why did I do this? But that's the most fun part. Do it now and think about it later. Then we got the galangal here. It's my first time ever buying it from the supermarket. Like this is probably good. The outer skin is very much like ginger. You can just use a spoon, even a vegetable peeler or your knife to just take it off lightly. Oh, it smells very earthy. Oh my god. Give it a crazy old ex-girlfriend treatment and put it into the mortar and pestle. A knob of ginger brings that sharp zing. It teams up with the paste and wakes up the beef. Next, we're gonna take 10 cloves of garlic, peel them, smash them, and toss them into the mortar and pestle. Before we move on, we're actually going to start tamping what we have in the mortar and pestle down already. Start breaking up all the ginger, chilies, garlic, so that they kind of lay flat. We can start grinding. Once it's nice and tamped down like this, we can move back to the rest of the ingredients. It actually asks for 4 onions, but this one is hella chunky, so this counts as 2. The original idea for the onions was to add them to the mortar and pestle and grind them up into a paste along with everything else. But after the first onion and about an hour of me tamping and grinding this down, I realized that this was not gonna work. This is a direct consequence of me trying to be more authentic and using a mortar and pestle instead of a food processor. So I decided to add the other 2 onions straight into the beef rendang at the time of cooking. And these dried coriander seeds were supposed to be ground first into a powder, but now the mortar is filled with all these wet things, making a sloppy, sticky disaster. Final ingredient, turmeric. Now actually the galangal kind of, wait, hold on. Is this turmeric? Galangal, but I'm pretty sure this is turmeric because it's turning my hands yellow and it smells like turmeric. And that's why the whole paste over there is looking hella yellow. Chinese supermarket got me again. Got a whole bunch of turmeric for nothing. I got turmeric here, ground turmeric. Then I got fresh turmeric, thinking it was galangal. Damn. This can't go to waste. It's not gonna taste like beef rendang, but it'll be an interesting experiment. What happens when you add shit ton of turmeric? This is 6 pounds of beef shank, and I'm going to cut this up into about 4 pounds. I'm gonna use 4 pounds for the rendang. Look at this beef shank. Big, beautiful beef shank. A big old hunk of leg. It works hard, full of connective tissue. First, I had to trim off the excess fat and silver skin and try to clean up the act here. But me, I made the classic mistake. Yanked out that beautiful tendon thinking it was gross. That thing melts down to pure gelatinous heaven. It makes the rendang silky and sticky. Like the good kind of silky and sticky. But you know, leave it in next time. Now I cubed this bad boy into big chunks, about 2 inches, so that it holds up during the long simmer process without falling apart too soon. The final, and I say probably the most important ingredient for beef rendang is the carrot stick. So I have here unsweetened coconut flakes, and I'm gonna toast this over medium to low heat until this turns like a nice golden brown. I'm gonna pound that up slightly in the mortar and pestle. We add into the beef rendang to make it nice and thick and give it that like really authentic flavor. You don't want to flip it too often because you do want to give it time to actually toast. And spreading out evenly speeds up this process quite a bit. This smells absolutely wonderful. That's the color we want. All of the coconut flakes should be this deep caramel color. And we can add them to the mortar and pestle and grind them up so they're a little more fine than they are now. And the only way I can describe how this smells is coffee, caramel, and coconut. Time to throw it all into the pot. First, these beef shank cubes. Pop them in, and we're gonna smear on the beef rendang paste we made earlier. Pour in the coconut milk. We want a whole carton's worth. This is about 1 liter. And empty that out, and we're gonna season it very, very generously with salt, because nothing has been salty so far. And then I got some dry kaffir lime leaves. Dried, not fresh, because good luck finding fresh ones. Every time I've looked, I've never been able to find it. Crap, forgot the damn onions again. I'll just toss them in now. Mix everything thoroughly. I realize I probably should use the bigger pot, but it is what it is. Pour in a little extra water to compensate for the forgotten onion. We're going to chew this uncovered. That's the important part. We want the coconut milk to evaporate and it to reduce and become this dry curry where the meat is almost frying in its own fat. About an hour and a half in, the coconut milk should reduce about half. And this is the perfect time for us to add in the carrot. Give it a thorough mix, and we're going to continue reducing this until most of the coconut milk has evaporated. But not like this. I may have been not paying attention and this may have burnt a little bit. Just take it off like 15 minutes before. I botched this thing in 7 different ways, but this is proof that cooking and anything in life is just about showing up, screwing up, and continuing to show up, and letting time turn your mess into something beautiful, just like this B-roll. As always, with beef rendang, or any Asian dish in general, if it's not noodles, it's rice. Keeping portion of beef rendang. First time ever trying beef rendang. I'm excited. It's fall off the bone. It's so tender. I didn't even know beef shank could get this tender. Oh my god. It's so tender. And it's so tender. Spice level was actually not that bad, considering I added 30 bird's eye chilies to it. Approved.